Ms. Legalista here. Thank you for joining. I'm going to be talking about real estate scams in this particular video. Now, I've talked about an attorney who actually thought she was going to be handling a closing for a client. She then sent her wiring instructions and account information to this client, only to have this client use that to take money out of her account. There also have been a number of real estate transactions where the buyer has saved up this down payment and they're ready to send it in so that they can close on the property, only to have a change in the wiring instructions come at the last minute. Because of that change, they end up sending the down payment to their home to a scammer and they lose that deal. In this case, I want to talk about renters who are using sites that are online, like fake Facebook Marketplace, apartment listings, and only to find out that the person they're dealing with is not the real agent. Let me bring this up and share with you this news clip and then break this down further so that I can make sure you understand how not to get caught up in fake rental property listings with a fake real estate agent.
Graham, we recently did a story on an Ottawa family who lost thousands in a rental scam and have since heard from 4 others who experienced the same thing. All signed what turned out to be fake leases. The real estate agent who they thought they were working with turned out to be an imposter. And it's not just impacting one brokerage, but several across the city.
It makes you very vigilant. It makes you very untrusting.
Jenna has been staying with a friend for the past few months. She's out thousands of dollars after the rental home she was supposed to move into back in March turned out to be a scam.
Everything had been set up, movers, etc., for this move. So it was a lot of tears and anger.
The place she found was listed on Facebook Marketplace in Finley Creek that was set up by a scammer using information taken from a real listing. She went and saw it in person, then filled out a rental application with the scammer without knowing it. She sent the money to a person who was not legitimately renting the property, and it's gone.
They seem to be a middleman. The scammer pretends to be the prospect renter to the agent, and the scammer pretends to be the agent to the prospect renter.
Let me break that down because that is the key in recognizing what happened here. First of all, understand this. She finds, or you find, anybody who's out there looking, finds this property that is for rent online, does her due diligence, looks at the property, goes over to see the property. The problem is the listing that she found was actually a fake listing that was created off of a real listing. So she was already into the scam even when she was doing her due diligence. She just didn't know it yet. So she goes to see this property. Now understand how this happened, because a lot of people are saying, well, wait, how would the fake real estate agent have access to the property? Well, that was my question too, because I watched this the first time and I was like, wait, back up. How did that person get access to the property? Well, here's how that happened. The fake agent actually went to the real agent and pretended to be a person who was interested in the property and scheduled a time to be there. So then when the person who is looking for the apartment shows up, it's the fake real estate agent that's there and not the real one. So there are a couple of things to keep in mind here when you're looking for these properties. One is independently verify who you are talking to. If you go online and you find a property and you see, they have some information there, do some further research. Go on Zillow, go on realestate.com, go on realtor.com, go on other listing sites to see where else this property is listed, to see who it might be listed with, because the person that you may be talking to might not be the actual listing agent. And then you're giving this person money only to find out later when you show up and you're ready to move that, guess what? There's nothing for you to move into. So you've got to now do extra research. It's not enough to call them up, to go online and just say, hey, this looks like a legitimate listing because it's on Facebook Marketplace or on any online platform. Now you're going to have to double check. So she thought she was doing her due diligence here, but I'm telling you, the scammers are out there and they are finding ways to get around this. The second part of this is it also falls on the real estate broker who has the listing to make sure that they aren't just leaving people in these properties with who knows what is going on. And so where was the listing agent when this was going on? What is going on with the brokerage company that some unknown party is there and has access to this property? Number one. Number two, if you're the listing agent and you've left someone there, did you get a copy of their identification? Did you make a copy of it? Did you keep a record of who has been in that property and their contact information? Now, even if that's fake, make sure the picture matches. There are things that both parties can do to sort of make sure that this thing doesn't happen. I think really and truly it has to be on that listing agent first to make sure that when they have people coming into properties that they are actually vetting the people who show up, because now you've got potential renters and potential buyers who are going to turn around and impersonate them. So again, a lot more with these real estate transactions. It almost doesn't matter where you are, whether you're a renter, a buyer, a listing agent who's being impersonated, or a real estate attorney. Everyone who is involved in the transaction is now being targeted. So keep your eyes and ears open. Stay safe out there. Share this information with people that you know. And if you've learned something new, please go ahead and give the video a thumbs up. And don't forget to subscribe. Peace.